Hi everyone. Today we are going to configure a system to build the APM project without any hindrance. So, before using the APM and creating an APM project, we need to do some configurations. So, first thing that we need in our system is Java JDK. So, if you want to check if the Java is installed in your system or not, then you can check here Java version in CMD by simply using this command. So I will just open the command prompt, navigate here and write the version. So I have already installed Java in my system, but if you don't get this, then you have to install it. Then you can search Java JDK download. When you search it, it will navigate you to the Java JDK part, and over here you can download JDK for Windows. You can simply download this file. Just simply click on it and your download will start. I'm canceling it because I have already installed Java. Just simply follow the steps to install the Java. It's not that difficult. Next thing that we need to download in our system is Android Studio. Okay, Android Studio, for that you need to search download Android Studio and simply navigate to this site developersandroid.com and click on this, accept the terms and condition, click on it, your download will start. I'm canceling it because I have already downloaded it. See over here, I have the Android Studio, so you will see this page after you have downloaded it and installed it successfully. Okay, so next thing that we need is Node.js. So Node.js, navigate to this page and download for the Windows. One sec. Just go to this Node.js page. Okay, and over here you will get the link. Just simply click on it and your download will start and you can install it. Now that you have installed everything, you want to first, we have checked the Java version. Now we will check Node version. Okay, simply type Node v. If you don't get anything, just simply Google it. That's the solution. Node v. So we have the Node version, we have the Java version now, and we have also installed the Android Studio. So our next step is to set the environment variable paths. So for that, search environment variables. Here, click on the edit system environment variables. Go to the environment variables. Here, you might find path somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Do not click on the new. Click on the edit. Edit it, and here you will add the new path. So just simply click over here, new. First, you will add the path for your Node.js. So I have already found the path for myself, but if you want to find it and you did not change the path, then by default, the path for everyone is something like this. So simply go to the one sec. To find the path, go to the local disk C, go to the program files, and here you will get Node.js. Open the Node modules, then npm, then bin file, and that's your path. Just click on it and just copy it. After copying it, add it to your environment variables. So in the environment variable, click on new. Here add your path, click OK, then again click OK, then again click OK, and you'll be done for the Node.js path. And for now, I'll also be adding paths for other things. And second thing is we have is that Android Studio Tools path. So to find the Android Studio Tools path, you need to go to the File Explorer again. You can simply search File Explorer from here too. Open it, go to the local disk C, then go to the users. Again, whatever the name your system is showing, just tap on it. Here, click on it and do the forward slash. Here, write app data. It is a hidden file, so you have to write it. After that, you will get the access. And now click on the local, then find the Android Studio. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, Android, something Android. Yeah, here it is. Okay, then open SDK, then tools. You might have somewhere. Yeah. So next is first copy this path and add it to your environment variables. So first path for Node.js is added. Now next we are adding is for Android tools. I have added it. Now next part that we need to add is go to the File Explorer again, go to this page till here, and then open this bin folder and click on it, copy it, and add this Android bin path too. Click on new, add this path, and then you simply have to click on the OK. I'm canceling it because I have already added these paths. As you can see over here, I have added all these things. Okay, so that's why I'm canceling it. Okay, so one more thing that you have to add is this part to platform tools. So I'll be copying it. You can go to the platform tools by simply, let's go to the Explorer again, go to the SDK, and here you might get platform tools. Yeah, here it is. So we have all the application over here, so you have to add the platform tools part too. Okay, so that's it. Copy it, add it to your environment variables, click on new, and add it. Okay, so first is Node.js path, then Android tools path, Android tools pin path, and last one is Android platform path. After adding all of these, you have to click on OK, but I'm canceling it because I have already have these paths. So cancel, but you have to click OK. Okay, over here you also have to click on the OK, but I'm canceling it here too. OK, but since I have already added the things, I'm canceling it. So this is it. You have set the paths for Node.js, for Android Studio. Yeah, the last path that remained was Java JDK path. So you, wherever you have installed your JDK, you can search for it by Explorer. Go to the file section, program files, Java. Like I have installed two JDKs. Currently I'm using this one, so I have added the path for this. Go to the win section, you can copy it and open the environment variable again. Go to the environment variables. See, over here I have added this path over here too, but you don't have to. If you don't want to add it here, you can simply go to the path, edit it, create a new, and add your path here. Just remove this bin part. No, don't remove it. Add this bin part too, and that's it. This is your path. You have to click on OK, and that's it. I'm canceling it because I have already added this path. So we have added path for the Node.js, Android tools, platform tools too. Yeah, we have added it for this too, and we have added path for Java JDK as well. So these are the path that you have to set for your system. After that, our next step is to set up the emulator. Emulator is a basically a virtual device. For example, you don't have a physical mobile device and you want to start test writing your test cases for mobile app testing, so you might need a virtual device, right, for an alternative. So that's the alternative emulator, and that is available in Android Studio. Okay, so that's cool. Just let's close all of this because we don't need it right now. Open Android Studio, just simply click on it. You will get this page, or if you don't get, just after canceling all of things that you might encounter, you will be able to find this page. So from here you can go to the virtual device manager page. Over here you can I have already created this devices, but you have to create emulator. So create device, click on it. If you want to create a phone, then you can select these option. If you want to create tablet, then you can select these option. So for now I'm creating a mobile phone. So mm, just select Pixel XL for now. You can select any other thing, but for now I'm selecting this one. Click on the next button. I'm selecting this API 34. So we have API level given over here, and this x64 system images, something like this. And here we have been provided with versions too. See, if you want to select this one, you can select it, but for now I'm selecting this one. Okay, click on the next. We are getting all of these details. Just click on the finish, and over here your emulator is created with the name Pixel XL API 34. If you want to edit it again, just click on it. You can give any name. Just I can give Anjali phone. 3 and save it. Okay, then my device is created. By clicking on this play button, I can launch my emulator, and Android virtual devices is starting. We need to wait for some time. Initially, it takes a little bit more time, because for now it uh, adds many dependencies for the start. But uh, after some time, when you will launch it for the second time, you won't have to wait for so many minutes. It will be launching very fast. Okay, this has some issues. I'll open any other virtual device. Okay, it has issues too. Okay, it's starting. Hmm, which one was working? Let me use this one. If you get any problem with any emulator, you can create a new one, or see, some emulators are unstable, or it may be because your system does not have enough memory to launch it. That can also be the issue. So try to maintain your memory, especially in C drive. Uh, okay, it is getting some issue, but you can simply start it by clicking on any one of the device that you have created. This is the step for setting up your emulator. Now, my next step is to install APM. Installing APM is very easy. Here is the command, or you can search the command online too. 1 second. Let me just close it. It's slowing down my system. Okay, APM install command. If you search for anything, you will get all the details. Over here, you will get. See, first you must have Node. We have checked it earlier that we have Node already installed in our system. Next step is to install the APM. So let's open CMD command prompt, or you can write CMD over here and your command prompt will be open. Just click on it. Okay, now our first step is to open the Node version. Okay, I have tapped it 2 times. We have the Node version. Next step is to install the APM. So when you write this command, when you click on enter, your APM will be downloaded. We need to install our APM in our system, and after that you can check your APM version by simply using this command. So it might take some time for you. I'll open another command prompt and let me check the version. I have already installed APM in my system, so I might get version C. Current version for my APM is 12.11.2. Okay, so it will basically update the system. uh, okay. Next is if you want to check the status for the APM, you can also install APM Doctor. Okay, and it comes in handy when you want to add other dependencies and you want to check the status for it. So you can also install this one. One sec. This is the command. I'm not installing it because it's already available for me, but you can use this command to install it. Okay, now that's it. Next command is to check the status, like what is installed, what is not installed. That you can check by running this command. Just go to the command prompt. Okay, it has updated my APM. Now I can check the APM Doctor, and if I want to check APM Doctor phone to check the status for the Android, like if what is the command to check the status for Android. So that is the command only, apm doctor h. So it will show me the command to see this command that you have to add it. First apm doctor h, then remove it. H is for help. We have got the help. Now we can check the status for the Android. See, we have the report over here. We must have the necessary dependencies installed in our system. First one is Node.js, that we have already installed it. Node version is available. It is also checking for other dependencies too. There are some necessary dependencies like I told you before. First one is Node.js, other one is Java, then other one is Android Studio platform tools. Then one that dependency that is needed is APM, obviously. So these are the necessary dependencies. So basically, by using this command, you can check the status of this dependencies, like whether it is installed or not, whether the path for its set up already or not. Okay, so that way you get all the details. Hmm, it is taking some time. Okay, we got the details. So over here you can check Node.js is found, Android home is set, Java home is set, and we have but these are the necessary dependencies and they have been completed. For the optional dependencies, we can skip it for now. These are the optional dependencies. You don't have to add these dependencies into your system. See? Okay. Then everything is working fine. I will add some. So, first command that we have used is this one. And then we have checked the APM version. Okay. Then we have added the APM Doctor. So this was the command to install the APM Doctor. Then we have took the help by using this command. We found that for Android we have this command and we got the diagnostic report that whether the Node.js, Android Studio, and Java is properly installed or not. So got the report for it. Now everything is set. We can our next step will be to create the APM project and start writing the test cases. This is it. Thank you.